Greetings, Pokefans! Michael here, and the Pokemon Direct just aired minutes ago after, I'm filming this immediately afterward, and we got a bunch of new Pokemon news, which is obviously very exciting for anyone who likes Pokemon. So I am just going to do kind of it's not really a trailer analysis, it's a direct analysis, but whatever, of all the news that we got in this Direct, and just kind of give you my thoughts on it, give you my predictions and stuff like that. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, hello. Be sure to subscribe for more fun Pokemon hype content and such. But first off, the first thing they announced was Pokemon Tournament is coming to the Nintendo Switch. This is something that is not particularly surprising. It seems like a lot of games that were released for the Wii U that were somewhat popular, they're just bringing them to the Switch with extra stuff. So this is Pokemon Tournament Deluxe, technically. And essentially what they're doing is they're making more battle modes and making it easier to fight online, I think. And they're making it so that there are 5 new playable characters. Pokemon Tournament, or if you didn't know, originated as an arcade game in Japan. So you would actually play it on a big arcade console thing. And then it came out for the Wii U later. And throughout the last couple years since Pokemon Tournament's Wii U release, they've been adding more characters to the arcade version, but not adding them to the Wii U version. So this deluxe version is going to have the arcade players that the Wii U version never had, such as Darkrai, Scizor, Empoleon, and Croagunk. Plus, there's another 5th new fighter, which is Decidueye. They're adding the first Gen 7 Pokemon to the game, the coolest Gen 7 starter, of course. So, that is okay. I mean, I personally wasn't a huge fan of Pokemon Tournament. It's a fun fighting game, but it's way too technical and really hard. So I played it a bit when it first came out, but I didn't play it very much after. So, Pokemon Tournament, I'm not super hyped about, but it's fine. It's not horrible. But the really exciting thing, they do this whole long trailer of this guy going to visit his brother and his nephews, and he's playing Pokemon Tournament against various people all throughout the time, and it was cute, whatever. They always do cute trailers for these games. But when he gets there, he's brought gifts for his nephews, and they're playing 3DSs. And I'm like, they're playing 3DSs. Why are they playing 3DSs in a trailer for Pokemon Tournament on the Nintendo Switch? Immediately after that, we get the reveal trailer for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the sequels, I guess, to Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, the next main series games coming out this November. So of course, that's the most exciting part, because the main series Pokemon games are the best Pokemon games. So we got that officially revealed. The codename stars, that rumors that were going around, it's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for the 3DS, which is a bit of a disappointment in my opinion. I was really hoping it would be on the Switch, but obviously still very exciting to have it on the 3DS. So what was in the trailer is that they said, they aired the trailer and then they re-aired it later with Masuda giving details on it. And what Masuda talked about is that it's an alternate story. So instead of Black 2 and White 2, where they were actually sequels that took place a couple years after Black and White, they are going to be alternate stories. So it's going to be like Emerald or Platinum, where it's as if the events of the original never happened. And so since in Sun and Moon, there was a really big focus on the alternate universes, like the Ultra Space and stuff like that, it's very apparent to me that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are taking place in alternate universes that will likely have some connection back to Pokemon Sun and Moon. And that's a pretty exciting concept, because with Platinum and Emerald, things are mostly gonna be the same. The legendary you fight is gonna be different, but the people and characters are gonna be, for the most part, the same. However, since these are going to take place in alternate universes, while the Alola region will likely be the same, there'll probably be some route differences, probably some new areas we'll get to explore. We saw a Pikachu trailer in that, not trailer like movie trailer, but trailer like something you pull with your car and live in. That kind of trailer. We saw that, so that's going to be probably a new area. So there's likely going to be new areas, but I also think we're likely going to see some drastic changes to the characters. Like, Professor Kukui could be, like, you know, completely different personality. There could be different trial leaders, and one thing that I'm very positive is going to be different is that there's going to be different Totem Pokemon. The reason for that is in the trailer we see like an up-close shot of an angry Togedemaru. We see this shot of this midday Lycanroc leaping into the sky and then coming down, and those two Pokemon were not Totem Pokemon in Sun and Moon, so therefore likely the Totem Pokemon are going to be very different in this game. But what I also thought was really interesting is that they show like this really creepy shot of a Mimikyu coming down and showing the eyes under its, you know, Pikachu rag cover or whatever. And I thought that was interesting because Mimikyu was a Totem Pokemon in Sun and Moon. So it seems like Mimikyu is kind of a favorite. They want to have it be a Totem Pokemon again, or there's going to be some other side quest, I'm not sure. But that's really exciting because the fact that there is there's a rock-type Totem Pokemon means that the Kahuna, Olivia, probably also is not a Kahuna anymore. She maybe has a different role. Maybe she's an Elite Four member and they get a different Kahuna. So there's likely going to be a lot of story changes. But the biggest thing in there is obviously the shots of what appear to be first off, they very obviously are new versions of Solgaleo and Lunala. You can very easily tell that. Anyone who knows who Solgaleo and Lunala can tell, those things used to be Solgaleo and Lunala. However, they've got all this, they're like alternate colors, they've got all this like black shimmering armor on them and like rainbow stuff covering their faces, and that is very apparent to me that they seem like fusions with Necrozma. Maybe not fusions, but there's definitely a strong connection to Necrozma there, because Necrozma is like the black prism Pokemon, where prisms are normally like clear or light color, but these are covered in black armor and there's rainbow things on their face, so it's very apparent that Necrozma is likely going to play a substantial role in this series rather than just being a post-game extra legendary that you catch. So there's likely going to be a much larger emphasis on Necrozma, and it's likely going to be a very strong role in the games. And I don't know if it's fusions or if these are just alternate universe Solgaleo and Lunala. I don't know. I'm very excited to see though. And one thing that Masuda mentions that was not in the trailer, but he mentions there'll be new never before seen Pokemon, and that is like, that statement is, for me, half really exciting and half you might just be talking about these new Solgaleo and Lunala. Because if it's new Pokemon, if they're, you know, there were a bunch of theories going around last year that Gen 7 was unfinished, that they plan to release more Pokemon, more new Pokemon later, and I hope that is the case, because that would be awesome. But I also feel a bit skeptical that it might just be that the new Pokemon is this like Solgaleo and Lunala that are altered by the Necrozma stuff. Those are just the new Pokemon, like White Kyurem and Black Kyurem, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping that it's actually new Pokemon. Like, I'd really like to see some new Alola forms, new Pokemon just in general. That would be awesome. But regardless, the hype season has returned. I'm obviously very excited. You know, last couple months have been kind of down, so it's great to have some hype back. And they come out this November, so right around a year between, like, the releases. So that's obviously very exciting. And then the last thing that they announced in the video was the Gold and Silver. Interestingly, not Gold, Silver, and Crystal, just Gold and Silver are coming to the Virtual Console, which is something that a lot of people wanted. They were predicting that it was going to happen, and it is now confirmed. So I'm personally quite excited about this because I have never played through Gold or Silver or Crystal. The only time I've ever played through Johto was in my original playthrough of Soul Silver. Literally have never played through it again, so I will for sure be getting one of those, probably Silver because I like Lugia more than Ho-Oh, and get to play Gold and Silver for the first time. And I very well might do a Let's Play on the channel when they come out, because they come out in September. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon come out in November, so that's something that I'm really excited for. And obviously I'm excited for the other stuff too. So that is going to be the end of my update on all this new Direct stuff. Just wanted to give you my thoughts and some predictions that weren't in the trailer. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this, really appreciate if you left a like on the video. Comment below what your thoughts on this whole thing are. Maybe some predictions, like, do you think there's actually going to be new Pokemon, or if the new Pokemon are just Solgaleo and Lunala alternate versions type thing. So really appreciate you guys letting me know your thoughts below. Again, if you are new to the channel, subscribing would be very much appreciated. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned for a bunch more Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon hype news and just general fun Pokemon stuff, because the hype season has returned and this is definitely your central hub for it. So that is going to be all I have for now, everyone. So until next time, Pokefans, gotta catch them all!